Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip, and this is Toddy One Skip. Hey guys, so what happened on Sister Wives? We've been watching this for 18 seasons, if you have, about 14, 15 years, I guess. And I started watching it from the beginning. I think my mom turned me on to that. She turned me on to a lot of reality stuff. But I've always been interested in cults and just like sociology, the way things work within a certain part of society, how things function within an institution and an institution. So, Sister Wives, I've commented on before several times, but now we're at the end. I don't know if it's coming back. And I don't know if I would watch it if it's coming back because it was interesting watching how the family functioned and even the train wreck that it became. Though I have to say, the only enjoyment I took was in Robin's, what I believe, fake crying. I don't see her as sincere. But let's get into the tell-all, which is obviously going to be each person individually, maybe Robin and Cody together. So Suki, by the way, who is interviewing them, used to be a New York City news anchor because I used to watch her about 5 years ago before the pandemic in the morning time. And she used to be on with, I forget the guy's name. Oh, his name is John, but I don't remember his last name. Blonde-haired guy. I think he's doing something else too. So I've always liked Suki. And I think she asked some questions this time. And I think for us, we already saw the answers. And when somebody just is living in a make-believe world, you can't always get them to see what is the truth. So I think Cody has a lot of nerve, or he just does not know how to articulate, or he just doesn't care to articulate. Because for him to say that he wasn't in love and that he just was faking it and figured he would give a little bit more than what was needed, or what that he was just gonna fake it. It was good enough for him. It was good enough for him. No. You can't do that. First of all, that's not the way you introduced us to your family. Definitely gave us the idea that you were in love with them. I thought you were in love with them. You might have even said you were in love with them. Why are you doing that now? Why are you making these women, or trying to make these women, because I don't think they're buying it either. Why are you trying to make them think that you did them a favor? Isn't it true that just perhaps you fell in love for the first time ever with Robin, and instead of saying, holy shit, this is what it feels like, I loved them too, it was different, I didn't know it could be this, how do I work around that? You never entertained that truthfulness. And you gaslit everybody. You even tried to gaslight the fourth wall. Us looking in. Because we all saw it too. But that's just, you're not owning your shit. And for you to say that, it's demeaning to these women. And it's more demeaning to their children, which are your children too. So shame on you, Cody. Like, how do you say that and let your children hear that? What you did was you put a Band-Aid over something and you let it heal with the skin growing into it. This is the metaphor. With the Band-Aid growing into the skin, with the infection getting worse and worse and worse, and then you yank the Band-Aid off instead of yanking it off before the infection took hold of it, before it started growing into the skin. That's what you did, man. And then you want to blame these other people. And you want to say, it could be enough. They didn't go by what I was willing to give them as the truth. Well, they didn't have to. Why should they? Why should you expect them to? Why did they owe you that? You made a deal with them. And part of that deal was physical touch and tenderness. And if you didn't say it, you acted upon it until Robin came into the picture. So you changed the rules and then you expected them to abide by it. So when Cody makes statements like that, and then he said something to the effect of, if I didn't, like, he felt like it would be enough to decide that it's okay to make the relationship into a friendship, and these women don't get a say about it. Almost to condition them to think that they're not worthy of anything more. I know that I'm so glad that these women realized that even though they lived in what they, I guess, would have been a patriarch, even though they always seemed to be able to express themselves, you know, Cody did something that is going to take years for these women to think that they're worthy of something else or to trust something else. By making the statement he did, he made that relationship, those relationships, those marriages, and again, in front of the kids, he might as well have just taken all the scrapbooks and just ripped them to shreds with the words that he said. It's just so insensitive. So insensitive. And he even goes as far, you could see in his actions, he goes to pull something, like he goes to say, you know, I was taking back things because they didn't want to behave a certain way. Who are you to punish them? Why are you punishing them? Why are you punishing them? Because you changed the rules? Come on, man, you can't do that. That's like messed up. Let me stop playing around. That's really messed up. So you can't do that and expect people to say, oh, okay, all right, that's quite all right. Spend all your time over there. Give her all of our money. You guys take the biggest house. We're fine all alone. Even though he says that they never got along. The three wives never got along. Mary admits that. I don't remember Janelle and Christine having arguments. I remember Janelle always working and Christine had the kids. And I remember that Mary had the attitude from what I remember. You know, it's been a long time since I've watched all of the seasons. And anyway, so then doesn't Suki ask Robin if she would have been invited to Janelle's, would she have gone? And she says yes. She says yes if she was invited. But she was the first one, and I have videos of this, even shorts, I think, of this, that shows, and I think there's a playlist. If not, I'll put a playlist together of Sister Wives. It'd be even the shorts, I think, if I can. She makes comments twice that it's not good unless the boys talk to Cody first, it's not good for us to get together because it would be uncomfortable. But when Suki asks her, she says yes, which is the truth, Robin. So, you know, that's not okay. And we all see it. That's the worst bit. What happened? We saw it twice. You said something different twice. So It's funny because it's like, why are you trying to insult our intelligence or our memory? Are you trying to make us feel like our memory is going bad? Um, so I do think that, Robin's just full of it. Robin, you're full of shit. Um, and I think that your tears are full of shit. And I think that's lying to people or trying to. You're not getting away with that. Okay, so I just think it's bad form. And anyway, I can't keep going on about Robin, or I can keep going on and on about Robin. Remember when Robin said, I fell in love with Cody because of the way he loved his wives? Now you found out that he really didn't love his wives, and you saw that in his behavior. Why are you in love with Cody? What are you saying? What should we believe? Because that was brought up too, right? You were asked, um, do you know that when he said that he can feel vulnerable with you for the first time and all of this new stuff for the first time? I wasn't aware of that until recently. Yeah, but you saw the way he was treating his other wives. He was telling you, I don't want to spend time with them. You can't I can't believe that he wasn't sharing stuff like that with you. And you're not saying, if that's what you wanted, if you really wanted a plural marriage, why didn't you encourage him to go to the other wives? It's as simple as that. Again, if you wanted a, a plural marriage and you wanted to be part of a plural family, Robin, why'd you hire a nanny to come in from the outside when you had sister wives to help you? Why didn't you reach out to them? That's just the truth. So, the thing is, it's serious, but I mean, it's funny. The only thing that makes it serious is that this is a family, and forever on the airwaves or in the sky or in the clouds, there's always going to be these episodes that grandchildren will watch, and that the younger children will probably be teased about at some point, right? And again, how do you think it makes how does it make the kids feel? I just think that that's not good. And, you know, I give Mary a lot of credit because that lack of soulmate thing that Mary thought she had, that Cody is now saying, I was faking it. I don't believe that, Mary. Please don't believe that, Mary. He thought he was in love with you. I'm pretty sure when you guys got together, it just was different with Robin. And that's okay because Mary is going to find her person too. And she was criticized for that. So then, so Christine, and I love the way that she put this, I think, that because I think Suki like asks her something about, well, why was it okay before? Because Christine is hesitant about blaming Robin. I mean, she does everything but what she says is Robin's the one that made it evident. In other words, she says, and this is what she says, she didn't realize Cody was capable of being there 100% because she only saw the 50% that he gave to everybody else. So in comparison, it was equal. But for the first time, she saw him give 100%. And she said, I want that too. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just made her realize what she wanted. And then he blames her for not giving it to her. Or for wanting it. How do you blame her for wanting it? She should get it. She deserves it. They all deserve it. We all in this world deserve it. And when we get it, we should appreciate it. And when we show it and it's rejected, it should be rejected a little bit more kinder. right? Wouldn't you say that? I would say that. I would say that. So Janelle. So they were asked. Janelle said that fight, that was the worst of the worst. Cody says, yeah, I didn't look good in it, but a few fights. And I think we found out that and this was known, not that we just found out, that Janelle has left the marriage before, but Cody seems to think that, you know, why should she be going anywhere, and blames Christine for that. And didn't at some point Robin become emotional and blame Christine for that too? Christine's getting a lot of blame because she had the guts to leave. She had the guts to leave. And not only did she have the guts to leave, she realized that was in hers and her kids' best interest. She said she didn't want her daughter to see that. Who would want their child to see somebody being treated better than them? And also, it couldn't have gone away. Um, I think that the breaking point was when Cody didn't go to the surgery for Isabel. It was Isabel, right? Come on. Come on. But he had to show up for school in the morning to help the kids get ready because Robin couldn't handle it. And they have a polygamous family. Christine said Robin never lived polygamy, and she was right. She was right in every way, except taking the money, because that's what it looks like. Except taking the money. She came in on a television show in the making and figured, I ain't got nothing to lose. Cody's decent looking. And Cody, you're not all that. You know, you're not all that. So I have a saying: you ain't so pretty on the outside that you could be so ugly on the inside. You ain't all that. So Cody doesn't have a relationship with some of his children, most of his children, it appears. Most of his children, his adult children. He doesn't make efforts, even with the younger kids, except him and Robin's kids, it seems like. That's the way it seems, except I think McKelty, the one with the twins coming, her and Tony have a relationship with Cody and Robin. But when asked how come he doesn't even ask about his children, he says he doesn't want to appear like he's gossiping. How's that? How's that happen? Like, seriously, do you know how stupid? Do you know how stupid that sounds? It sounds like you just don't care. And that's the truth. You just don't care. And again, in front of your children. And again, the Janelle, I think Janelle is great. I think she is stronger than people give her. I mean, I shouldn't say that people give her credit for. I don't know. But I think she's brokenhearted, not because of romantic interests, or I think that she loved Cody and she still loves Cody. I think she's brokenhearted because of the friendship, because she said she's always called him her best friend, and I don't think he treated her like that when it came to telling the truth about how he felt about Robin, because I guess he felt his actions spoke louder than words. He didn't need to say anything. And that's true, except the second part. Cody, you needed to say something. You owed these women something. And that's the truth. You think you were betrayed by Mary when she was looking out and catfishing? What do you think you did, man? Come on, come on. I think that covers this week's tell-all, right? I'm pretty sure, I think. I don't know. I hope I didn't miss anything. I had to kind of watch it in spurts, but I thought that I definitely did. If I missed something, tell me in the chat. Guys, thanks for watching. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip, and this is Issues with Sister Wives. Final countdown. And thanks. Please like, subscribe, talk about me. Be better today than you were yesterday, but not half as good as you're going to be tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, love.